Hi, I'm going to very quickly talk you through the coursework for the Level 3 certificate in coaching and mentoring from the Institute of Leadership. It's a very simple reflective assignment. It's asking you to think about the learning that you had during the practical sessions and how you might implement those both personally and within your organisation. It's fairly straightforward in terms of the questions. I think the key thing is there are 3 questions, that you hold those questions in your mind during the training, subsequent when you're at work, and that you're always looking for opportunities to think about those questions before you then sit down and do the writing. And actually, I'm hoping that you'll find it quite an engaging and interesting thing to do. And certainly by the time you get to sit down and actually type it up, you've not got very many words to work with, and it should be a very quick process. So the success criteria is to demonstrate engagement with the question. So as long as you are answering the question and not answering a completely different question, which does sometimes happen, you're going to be fine. And it's not really about working hard or demonstrating that you've done lots of research and reading. This is about spending the time doing the thinking so that when you do get to make the notes, that it's actually quite an easy and straightforward process. There's 3 questions. Maximum word count is 1,500 words, so that's about 500 words per question. And I think the key thing is really just to hold those questions in your mind. So I'm just going to go through them. Question 1, considering coaching and mentoring, what are the changes in the way you approach leading and influencing other people that you have, would like to, plan to make in the near future? Describe in a concise way both the changes and your reasoning for making them. Obviously, you've got about 500 words to do that, so it's got to be concise. Question number 2, what are the main benefits for your organisation of developing a coaching culture and coaching mentoring approach to leading and influencing? And what are the potential barriers to successfully doing this? And question 3, outline an action plan for you personally in the area of the business that you work in to increase the benefits of adopting a coaching and mentoring approach to leading and influencing and developing a coaching culture. And there's a little note here, because whenever there's an assessment which involves a plan, it has to have a timescale, and it can be very generic, so it can be within the next 6 months as long as it's there. And obviously we're very tight on word count, so tables work very well as long as there's enough detail in there that you're not asking the reader to make any guesses, and they have all the information they need. The table can work quite well. So I'm reading this off of a Word document on a screen, but the document is downloadable below this video. It's a template, the questions are there, the guidance is there, and then the space to then fill in your answers. So it goes question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. Once you've done that, the section below is the submission section. So you just go in there and upload the document. It's very straightforward, the same way as you would do any kind of computer system where you upload a document from Facebook to whatever. So it's fairly straightforward. If you wanted to update that document at any time, if you update your document, upload it, it will knock off the previous version. So we'll only keep the most recent version, so you can update right up to the deadline. I would just say again that the most important thing is that you keep those questions in mind, and you do most of your thinking while you're on the training, while you're at work, so that when you do get to sit down, you've not got many words to work with, and it should be an easy process to sit and write that through. So that's it. Any questions, please do contact Trinu, but it's as straightforward as it looks. There's no trick in it. It really is that simple. I hope you enjoyed the process of putting it together, and I look forward to reading your submissions. Thank you.